Hello everyone, welcome to this video, and in this video we're going to be going through how to sign CSR using FortiAuthenticator Certificate Authority. How exciting. So in this video we're going to be having two parts. The first part of this video is signing CSR manually. Second part of this video is signing it using SCEP. You'll be wondering, what is SCEP? SCEP is Simple Certificate Enrollment Protocol. Before we start with this video, if you'd like to know how to generate the CSR on the FortiGate, the video is in the description if you'd like to go through the process of that. So let's get started with the video. And don't forget, if you like, please like the video and subscribe. Let's go. All right, so here's the FortiAuthenticator. IP address 192.168.196. FortiGate as well is 192.168.1.95. So on the FortiGate, we have created certificates or CSR that's still pending, and still pending because it haven't been signed by a CA. If you want to know how to create a CSR, the link of the video is in the description. So the next step after creating CSR is getting it signed by CA, and the CA for us is going to be FortiAuthenticator. Now the first step before signing CSR is we need to create a CA, a self-signed CA on the FortiAuthenticator. Okay, so we go to Certificate Management, Certificate Authority, and Local CA. Again, this CA that we're going to create, it's a root CA of the FortiAuthenticator, and it's self-signed CA, meaning it's not a publicly trusted certificate authority. You can still import publicly trusted CA and use it to sign certificate. But in our example, we're going to use self-signed. So we're going to create a new. We're going to name it. Let's do FAC_CA. And let's do the CN name, also FAC. Let's do also _CA. Okay, so this is going to be a root CA. It's not going to be intermediate CA. Okay, we can put other information: department IT, company TK, city Toronto, state Ontario, country Canada. And we can put an email address. Oh, we don't need to put an email address, but this is information that you put about the CA. And we're going to leave all the rest of the setting to default, the key size and the hash algorithm used. And we're going to go ahead and click OK. Now the CA is created. This is certificate ID. This is the subject. Oh, sorry. And status is active and type is root CA. So we've created the root CA that's going to sign our CSR, right? So the CSR would be trusted. Now what we're going to do is import the CSR. Now the way we import CSR in here, the first way we mentioned is we're going to do it manually. So we'll go to users, import, and CSR to sign is the option. Certificate is going to be FortiGate HQ. So the certificate ID here is we created is FortiGate HQ. I'll upload the certificate. It's in the download folder. And if I want to, there are other options like add certificate revocation list. So again, we mentioned when we in the video, which is in this description also, digital certificate fields, we mentioned that there is certificate revocation list where the machine or the web browser when they browse to a website and they get a certificate, there would be a CRL included in that certificate that the browser would use. It's usually a URL. It's going to browse to that URL and download a CRL list, certificate distribution list, that contain a revoked certificate. So this job is done. Certificate revocation list is added by the CA. So we can see here in FortiAuthenticator you can add that, or you can also add OCSP. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do OK. So now the certificate has been created. What we're going to do is we're going to export the certificate, and then on the FortiGate we're going to import that certificate. So we're going to click import certificate, and we're going to choose import certificate. Now it's going to be a local certificate. The reason why we chose local certificate is because the CSR was created on the FortiGate. So the private key of this CSR is embedded in the FortiGate device itself. Now what we did is we got this CSR and the public key, we signed it so it can be trusted. So let's do upload, and let's do gate HQ. Create. Certificate has been generated. So now we see that the certificate has been changed to valid. So this certificate is valid for use on the FortiGate. We can use it for HTTPS, for example. If we double click on that certificate, you can see this is the information of the CSR. This is the issuer, and the issuer was FAC_CA. This information we gave in the CA. Validity period, which is usually a year. Also other information included. If we open the certificate in here, the downloaded certificate, we can open it. You can see more information in here. Issued to, issued by, and the details. All right. So this was the first step on how to sign certificate manually. We'll be going next in signing the certificate using SCEP. Now coming into our second way to sign certificate is the SCEP. So what we need to do is we need to enable SCEP first on the FortiAuthenticator, so it can accept certificate enrollment, you know. So what we need to do is enable the SCEP, and default enrollment password is you can set default one if you don't want the randomly generated password for enrollment requests. You can still choose between them. So the thing is, when certificate enrollment requests get created, you could also there will be a randomly generated password. But let's create a password in here. So there is two ways: automatic and manual and automatic. Excuse me. We're going to be using manual and automatic. So manual and automatic, the way it works is the CSR get generated first, right? And then it get pointed out to the FortiAuthenticator. And then after that, what's going to happen, you're going to be having certificate requests showing up on the FortiAuthenticator. And you're going to choose to approve it or not. Also, you could be getting, the admin of the FortiAuthenticator can get email notification for any pending approval. The automatic way is the opposite. You create the enrollment request for a specific customer, and then you provide him the password. And then when you create the CSR, you use that password and you point to FortiAuthenticator, and then the certificate would be signed. So we're going to use manual and automatic, and we're going to click OK. And now we're going to go to the FortiGate, and we're going to generate CSR. Let's just name it test for simplicity. Name this, or just do random IP address. And let's do test, just to make it quick. So here in the enrollment method, it's going to be online SCEP. Okay, so here we're going to point to the FortiAuthenticator. One thing I forgot to mention is here in the FortiAuthenticator, we need to enable on the interface the SCEP for HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, so we can see here HTTPS is enabled for SCEP and also HTTP. So we're going to be using HTTP. And we can see in here also the URL pointed is /app/certificate/SCEP. So we'll do HTTP. We'll put the IP address of FortiAuthenticator. We're going to do app cert SCEP and the password that we created and the default password. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click OK. And now what should be seeing is we should be seeing the enrollment request showing up on the FortiAuthenticator. Here you go. This is the enrollment request. Now you could either approve it or reject it. We'll put the certificate ID, which was test. And here you click approve, and then the certificate would be approved. Oh, I think I've already test has been already created. I think earlier I created a test and revoked it. So let's do test cert. So already exists. Okay. So it's just to show you guys. It's just I have the error now because I've created already these enrollment requests and I deleted them and revoked them. I need to be deleting the cache. So, but just the idea is to put the certificate ID and then it's going to be approved. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned about the certificate signing using FortiAuthenticator. Please like and subscribe if you like this content. And stay tuned for next videos. Have a good one.